This week's show is sponsored by printbymagic.com. We print directly to your bicycle playing cards. Hello and welcome to the Magic World Review Show. I am James Anthony and it's just me again this week, just me. So Sam will be back in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully Daniel Meadows will too. But today we have a pretty cool review show. We're just going to go over two items. We have limited time today, so we can't do one quite as long as last week's. But I hope you enjoyed the STEM system and what we reviewed last week. I hope you enjoyed the whole review in general, because we really enjoyed shooting that one. Today, we're going to be reviewing two products. We're going to be reviewing the Vault, David Penn's Vault here by World Magic Shop, and Red Mint, Victor Sanz Red Mint. So, without further ado, let's go into the Vault. The Vault retails at $34.99. That's $34.99 on the link down below. And let's cut to a trailer of this trick now.
Is that your signed coin?
Shut the what?
The nest of boxes has always been a classic of Magic, but never before has it been so organic. Your keys are left in full view from the start of the routine. Any small object from your spectator vanishes without a trace. Even though your keys have been in full view the whole time, attached to the key ring there's a box, and inside that box there's another box, and inside that box there's another box. But when your spectator opens it, they find inside their signed coin or indeed their ring. This is the Vault.
I'm going to get you to put your initials on there, okay, for me. I'm going to wrap this up in a bit of paper as well. I haven't touched my keys the whole time, but they've been there the whole time as well. I don't know if you can see this on there. There's something on there called a Vault. Can I just unscrew it for you? Just give it a twist. And inside there's another box. Just unscrew it. Just give it a twist. Give it like a half a turn. Is that your signed coin?
Shut the what? How the hell did you do that?
And we are back, and that is the Vault. First thoughts on the Vault. I really enjoyed it. Yes, I really enjoyed this trick. I thought it's well thought out, it's usable in many situations, and it's a little bit different. At first I thought, oh no, it's just another set of nesting boxes. And to be honest, I've got nesting boxes on the shelf over here, and they've always been a great trick. But essentially, their signed coin will vanish, either in a flash of fire, or however you wish to vanish a coin, using magical powers, of course. And it then appears inside the third box of this vault, which has been on your keyring from the very beginning. That is the beautiful part about this trick, is the fact that your keys have been laid on the table right from the very beginning, and suddenly you point out to your keys, they see the vault on your keyring, and you open it up, and their coin, one at a time, it builds up the suspense as you're opening up the nest of boxes, and finally, there is their signed coin. So, how is this different from other nest of boxes? Well, effectively, the nest of boxes isn't. It's almost identical. It's just one box inside of another, except for these are black. I personally would have liked different colours for each one, but black works fine and it doesn't draw attention to it in any way. So it's great when you point it out and say, hey, look at my keyring. Also, it is engineered nicely, I will say. I looked at it, and the first thing I noticed was a couple of little chips on the side. So I'm not sure if we can see this on here, but just on the edge around here, there's a couple of chips coming out. However, that is the way the plastic is moulded and manufactured. It's not such a biggie to me, that. At the end of the day, it works as it's expected to work. Now, yeah, all in all, it comes with this and, of course, a few other bits and pieces and a really good DVD. The DVD goes in full details how to do everything. It goes even through the coin vanish, which, of course, has been around for a long, long time, where you wrap it up in a piece of paper and it vanishes. But at least they go into that. They teach you how to do it. Now, I was a bit worried about whether this would last a long time as well. Without using this non-stop, I do not know. So what I would probably say, going by the looks of it and the way it's manufactured, it should last a long time. It's got no thin parts of plastic that might break off, as far as I can see. It is sturdy and it should last a long time. Of course, it will get scratched if you're carrying it around on your keys all the time. So I would say definitely only put them on your keyring when you're about to do the trick. Personally, my bunch of keys is absolutely massive. I mean, I don't need all these keys on here. However, that's just one more thing to think about. Now let's go into the downsides to this trick. The downsides to this trick is that if you're doing walk around, you can't see it there, black art. If you... I'm just in my own little world. If you are doing this trick in walk around situation and you've got limited pocket space, then this trick is definitely going to be a little bit of a challenge, because you're going to have one pocket free, trouser pocket, or an area of a trouser pocket. I often have little pockets inside the trouser pockets as well. Then on top of that, you're going to have your set of keys around with you. Now you have to ask yourself, if you're going to be doing this walk around, are you going to be carrying a set of keys around with you? I know for sure I don't. Except for when I'm in the pub or doing tricks for friends, that kind of thing, then I've got a few keys on me if I go out. But what I'd probably have to do is take maybe 3 or 4 keys, make a mini bunch of keys, have this there so I can just plonk them on the table. But if I'm doing walk around, I don't want to be taking up another space of my pocket with keys, another space with that, of course flash paper as well. It's just too much for me to be carrying around when I'm doing other things, which I feel work well as well. However, and that being said, walk around works in many different ways. If you're just going to be doing a corporate event and all your pockets are there, and you don't need to have every single pocket full of tricks, then this one is definitely for you. Also, if you want to do something a bit different, because let's face it, it's different than the card tricks. It is pretty cool, and it does, as you've seen on the trailers, get a really, really strong reaction. So I challenge you to give this one a go, because I think it will surprise you in many ways. Also, it'll work in a sort of, video camera sort of situation, creating a video for YouTube channels, all this kind of thing. It'll work in walk around, no question. It will work in walk around. I'm just saying it will take a few extra pocket spaces, that's all. But if that doesn't bother you, then without question this one will work for you. You will need somewhere to put the keys down, of course, so it's not just all stand up. You'll need a table. So ideally, if you're just doing a few tricks for people, or that parlour situation, and at the end someone says, oh, do me a trick, says, oh, one last trick, put the keys on the side, and you're ready to go. And it literally does work itself. It's easy to use. So The Vault by David Penn, the verdict is, of course it's a lot more expensive than the average nesting coins or nesting boxes, the basic one, and I can understand exactly why. There's been a lot of manufacture goes into this trick. It's worth $34.99 without question. Will you get value for money out of this? Only if you put the time into it. That's what I always say. Only if you put the time into learning it, into practicing it, and having a go with it. The trick works very simply itself. So even if you are beginner to intermediate, you will be able to do this trick. But of course, making it look effective is down to your presentation. So yeah, I would recommend this trick. Now, in terms of a review, 1 to 10, let's give it a rating. I am going to give this one, I've been thinking about this for the last 20 minutes or so, and I am now thinking, I'm going to give this a 7.5. So a 7.5 for Volt, because I do genuinely think that this is a worker, and I am going to put it on the bottom section of the workers wall, the highly recommended section, just because it can definitely be used in a walk-around situation. It's got good instruction. David Penn clearly goes through everything that's required to perform this, and of course well shot as well. It's got many videos of Wayne Fox doing this and showing what kind of reactions you will get. So all in all, it's a nicely performed, nicely shot DVD, and I do recommend getting the Volt, at least having a play with it. Great. This was going to be a short review show. It's turning out to be quite a long one. Let's now go into product number 2. Product number 2 is Red Mint by Victor Sanz. Red Mint by Victor Sanz. And what I first noticed is the packaging is rather nice. It's been bespokely made and all this, so it's nice packaging. It's got lots of QR codes all over it. I know that means absolutely nothing. Red Mint is $36.99, so not a cheapie in any way. And I can kind of understand why. Let's cut to a trailer of Red Mint now. Okay, we are back. That is Red Mint. Now, the thing with Red Mint is it's got its good points and it's got its bad points as well. Red Mint, the best point is it's different. It's not something that you'd normally be doing. So for that, I will give it a bit of extra thought, and it requires a bit of extra attention. Just because it's not another card trick, and it's not just a one-trick pony, it has 3 effects built into one. Now, I showed this trick to my friends last night. Very, very poor video on WhatsApp. So if the video quality is good enough, we'll cut to that little clip I just showed now. So effectively, it's a 3-phase change, and the good point is it's different. The bad point is this brand of mints I searched for last night on the internet. It's the Wrigley's Turbulence. They do 3 or 4 different flavours of this. Now, I have seen these in the shops. However, just recently, the downside is they've changed all of their packaging. So they don't have this kind of like packaging that opens up like this anymore. It's now more like a traditional rectangular chewing gum packet. So straight away, it's out of date. That is the problem. What you need to be able to do, I've looked online, there's a few shops, one Amazon shop selling 20 packets of these. They've obviously got the old ones still there. But right now, this version, I think, is obsolete. So double check that. But you can still buy many packets of it. People won't really question that. Even I in England have seen these in the shops in most of the tills where the chewing gum is. So I don't think that is a problem in any way. However, do double check on that. At least you can buy the new types of mints, new types of chewing gum, and add it into this, because at the very end you're going to be giving away one for them to use themselves, or them to just check it's real gum. So that is quite a nice point about it, is that you can hand out a piece of gum at the end that comes out of the box direct to your spectator. So rather than just doing the usual card trick, you've got a flashy, it changes colour here, you just give it a shake, it changes colour, then you take out the mint and the mint change colour, or the chewing gum, and then finally all of them change colour. So it's a nice little routine. And the beautiful part about it is that it is made up for you. That probably is why it is crazy expensive at £36.99. It's a routine, so I would say if this fits into your routine, into an idea you have, or going into a sweet shop, or you want to do a few tricks for sort of like teenagers or kids or something that's going to relate to that person, then I would say do this trick. Would I do this trick in walk around? No, probably not. It's just one of those things that I'm not going to take up an extra pocket space with this. I think some aspects close up might be a bit obvious. Not all. I mean, I do think it works very well. The mechanisms, the way this works is great. But will it last a long time if I'm taking it in and out, popping it on the table? I don't know. So that is one downside to it. You might find yourself doing a little bit of fix, a little bit of repairs every now and again on this product as well. The good thing about it is that the DVD clearly teaches you how to fix things, how to add things, how to do all sorts to it. So it's a good instruction video. It shows you how to do everything. Not in English, it's subtitled, but that is not a problem in any way. It's easy to learn. He goes over it. And what I'd say is, if you want to get away from cars, you want to do something a little bit different, do this. I kind of think chewing gum tricks and all this, to me, are a little bit pointless. Yep, I said it, a little bit pointless. I'm not going to be carrying around chewing gum tricks when I go to a corporate gig. But in the right situation, the right point, the right time, definitely this trick is one to mess around with. And it is quite ingenious how it all works. So I did enjoy playing around with it, as you could probably see in the video that I showed you before. So this one is Red Mint. Out of 10, I've got to give this a review. So let's give this a review. I am going to give this a 6. A 6. Can't go higher than a 6. Can't justify as more than a 6. Basically because it is one that you might enjoy messing around with. It's a little bit different. Would it be one that I'd add into my repertoire tomorrow? I'm afraid not. But it doesn't mean that you should overlook it, because you might absolutely love this trick. So that is Red. It is Red Mint, £36.99, and the link is down here for it. And boom, that's the end of another Magic World review show. Yes! We have another super big one coming either next week or the week after. We're just waiting to see what arrives, when it arrives, and keeping it super secret for you guys. Now, for the winner for last week's Zap Wallet, the winner to that last week's Zap Wallet will appear in the Show Me section down below. And if you're not viewing this on a mobile device, if you're watching it on your laptop, you might see the name come up on the screen here now as well. So congratulations, you have won a Zap Wallet. It will be in the post to you very soon. This week's competition, we're going to do exactly the same again. This time I want you to leave a nice comment. Just leave a nice comment. Simple as that. Sam told me off for saying too many things last week. Leave a nice comment. Go on Facebook. Share it with your friends. Do this, do that. No, just leave a nice comment and share it with your friends. Boom. To be in a chance to win, that's all you must do. And this week we're going to give away Stars of Magic, David Roth, and it's volumes 12 and 13. Now, why have I put this one on here this week? Quite simply because the vault is a coin trick. And there's lots of cool coin tricks that you can do yourself. And I thought, who better to learn it from than David Roth, the master? So this will be delivered to you. We'll even do this worldwide. So if anyone wants to enter this around the world, we will post it to you. We'll let you know who the winner is next week, and we'll get it out in the post. So yeah, also look out this weekend, this Saturday and Sunday. We're going to be doing a super sale. It's Magic World Super Sale weekend, and it's going to be like no other sale really you've seen at Magic World. We are going to be discounting huge amounts just to clear some of the stock off our shelves around us. Because we need to bring in some new stuff, and we've got so much in here that we need to declutter. So for that reason, check out, there's going to be about 3 to 4 pages full of highly discounted magical items. So I will be sending out the newsletter to that very soon. If you're not subscribed to the newsletter, leave your email in the messages in the show more section down below. I'll add you to it to make sure that you don't miss out on the deal. And it'll be on Magic World from the first thing in the morning next Saturday. From myself, James Anthony, and nobody else that's around me, just me, thank you for watching the Magic World Review Show. We'll see you next week. Ciao for now! It's just sad when I'm on my own. Just sad. Bye-bye.